All right. So now let's peel back the curtain. What is the sales machine? How does it look? How does it work for you? What are the benefits to you in here? So this is what the sales machine looks like. There are 11 key components to the mortgage process that you do as an originator in order to master the purchase transaction. So we're going to go through it right now. Now, obviously, refinances have less than purchases, but we're going to use just a purchase as an example right now. So the first thing that you do, if you look all the way over in the left, you simply just add in a lead like you would in any other time. We're going to use Derek Test right now for that. So you add in the lead in there, and this is going to automatically send a text with your personal, the way that you speak to your referral partner, thanking for them. And there's a couple other automations in there too. You're going to get an email to your team adding to social groups, and an email that also a new lead has come in. So the next process is that in your process, you try to get right away when somebody reaches out to you, you try to get what we call a hopes and dreams call. You don't have to call it hopes and dreams. For this one, we'll call it intake and application. I use the term hopes and dreams. You want to try and get that scheduled. Now, what happens if they don't schedule it for you? This is where we lose a ton of time, guys. So you write back, hey, I have time today at 1. Does that work for you? And they don't get back to you. If they don't get back to you within 24 hours, you move them to no lead left behind. So you take it, all you do is drag and drop. Guess what? Right then, they go into a 3-day follow-up system right now with text, voicemails from you, and also they will get emails as well. So to remind them to schedule that call. So instead of you having a team or all that headspace that you have when you're trying to get them just to schedule that hopes and dreams call, this machine will take care of it for you. Okay, cool. Now they've made an appointment with you, and we go to what we call hopes and dreams call right now. I'm going to talk a little bit about this because here's the deal, guys. This is the number one place, and this is off of software for a second, but bear with me. This is the number one space that the majority of you guys are losing time right now, and time equals money in this business. Okay. You get on as soon as possible with them to do a hopes and dreams call. In that call, you're creating rapport. You guys are already good at this stuff. If you're listening to me, you're good at this stuff. You're good at the sales part right now. Here's the thing is you need to get an agreement for 2 things here. You need to get an agreement for when they are going to do the application. In my business, I would say the words I would use right away would say, Phil is available right now to get an application for you. Are you available? No, I'm not. If they say, no, I'm not, then you say, okay, cool. How is 3 o'clock today? Now, a lot of you guys use online systems. That's fine too. But I want you to get an agreement about when they're going to do the application and when they're going to get you the supporting documentation. Okay. I used to have somebody on my team that was their main job was just to get that, but I would get the agreement when there. I would use terms like this. The government says within 24 hours that we have to get all your documentation, and we need to disclose to you. So we have to get all this stuff in a timely way. Here's the deal. Getting us this information is like giving a blood and urine test at the doctor. It's not fun. And I get it. And I just want to apologize in advance for you to go through this process, but we need to get this process done because they might have started asking about rate right then, guys. And I use the doctor analogy right now. It'd be like, hey, listen, if you go to a doctor's office and you walk in and you say, hey, listen, how much does it cost to get a knee surgery right now? I'd say, I don't know. We need to find out what kind of knee surgery you have to have first before I can do that. It's the same thing in the mortgage business. So that was one of my dialogues in there. The second agreement that you have to get in this call is when you're going to do the trusted advisor meeting with them. This is when you do a mortgage coach, or if you have another software or you do something else with them, this is where you demonstrate the value for them. So you use terms and words like this. This is how we do it here. Let me tell you. So we get back together and I'm going to go through a presentation with you that's going to give you 3 options because it's so important to me that you pick the best mortgage for your needs, because this is the biggest financial transaction that you're going to do in your life. So it's really, really important that we get this right and we get the best mortgage for your needs. At that point, once we determine that, that's when we can talk about rate and stuff like that. So how are you looking tomorrow at 4 p.m.? Okay, get that call. Guys, I am coaching right now, and I'm not supposed to be because we're talking about software, but I'm telling you, the follow-up, trying to get documentation and all that stuff, that's what's holding you back. And in order to get to that 20 to 25 units a month right now, you've got to get those two key agreements. Okay, cool. So once you get those, it's scheduled and in process, and you know when you're getting your application, you know how you're getting the docs, and you know when you're going to do the trusted advisor meeting. Now we put that all into one stage right here. This is where your team really gets to shine for you right here. So let's drag and drop that now into the next one, where they do the application and they prepare the credit package and they make a good credit decision on your behalf for them, so you know what you're working with. So on a purchase, you can look them in the eye and be like, you are pre-approved for this right now. Okay, this is where you get to demonstrate your value. This is the #1 place to have somebody on your team helping right now in this place right now. They prepared that for them. Also get them to prepare the mortgage coach or whatever, if you're using another software or whatever, right now. So you get all that work done. Checklists are going to fire to your team in this just by you dragging and dropping right here. It's going to fire in your team, telling them exactly what to do automatically right now. When they're done, they're going to now take that and go into the trusted advisor meeting. Okay. The trusted advisor meeting is where you shine again. This is where you demonstrate your value from a sales and advice perspective right here on this. And you guys are pros at this part right now. Once you're done with this on a purchase, now they're going into the shopping decided phase. As you guys know, sometimes this is a day, or sometimes there's not even a day. Sometimes they already have a house, right? Or sometimes it's months. Okay, so automations are going to fire for you right now, keeping them in the loop, keeping you in the loop, reminding you to reach back out, seeing how they're doing right here now. Okay, now you get the magic. Hey, Derek, we got the contract on Aaron Blair Loop. Okay, great. Now we're going to contract in right now. This is going to automatically fire the task list to your team. There's a lot of things right now that need to happen relatively quickly at this moment right now. So we have task lists created and we have checklists created right here in this. It's automatically you go to your team. Once you get those complete, okay, then you go contract into processing and underwriting. This is usually, hopefully, a place that you don't do a whole lot of stuff right now in there. So the next one, you go clear to close. That's the happy time. So now we're at clear to close. There's automations that factor. There's task lists that will shoot to your team, and there's also a text message that will automatically go out to your client right now, and this one as well. And then after that, after closing right now, this is again, this is one of these key touch points. Is we're going to call this client for life. But what I want you guys to realize is that you guys will be successful in the future to the extent that you operate your business like a doctor does, okay? Doctors built their business on a 6-month checkup. Guys, they don't make any money on your $10 copay right now, okay? Those are relationship builders because they care. They want to check up with you to make sure you're doing okay. That is a loss leader for them, okay? But they've built their business on this, and this is where you guys are losing the most amount of business in your business right now. Okay, so we are going to automatically handle this part for you. They're going to get text to remind you to call them to do your free mortgage checkup for them. Okay, over time, you can hire somebody on your team to do those free mortgage checkups for you. Okay, but this is where you're going to be able to create more relationships. You're going to get a lot more referrals from this. I can't tell you how many referrals I got from this perspective right here. We'll also automatically handle the birthday text to your clients as well right here. So guys, this is the sales machine. This is where you have what we call a linear system, where it's step by step by step by step. And we have automations in there that are in your voice that personalize the entire process. Guys, this is the solution. I'm so fired up about it. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.